I'm going to run into challenges. That's why you're here today, to be able to understand and be able to overcome those challenges. See, you don't really know you have belief until you face what? Challenges. But challenges, all they do is cause you to change. In the beginning of the word challenge and the end of the word, if you take those first three letters and the last three letters, it spells what? Change. That's all a challenge is. It's an opportunity for you to change. It's an opportunity for you to grow. All right? So you have to have a date of completion. And like I just said, those challenges are going to come. That's number 3. What I want you to do is I want you to identify what those challenges are. That's number 3. Identify what the challenges are that you're going to face. And I can tell you this, the challenges that always cause people to miss out on the life that they want to have, number 1 is negative thinking. Negative thinking leads to negative self-talk. All right? Another one is negative associations. Negative associations. I'm going to show you why that has such a strong impact on your emotional state that you're in. And the emotional state that you're in, a lot of times, is going to lead to the actions or the inactions that you take. What I want you to do is I want you to take inventory. Before you leave here today, I want you to take inventory of who is in your life. Who are you spending time with? Who are you having conversations with? Who's in your inner circle? And ask yourself, is this person moving me towards where it is that I want to go? Or are they moving me away from where it is that I want to go? And I promise you this, the answer will be in your emotions. How do you feel when you're around that person? One of the goals I set for myself years ago was that anytime anyone was around me, I wanted them to believe more once they left me. I wanted the energy that I gave them was that I believed in them. So you got to take inventory. This is so critical. The wrong person, the wrong people in your life can really, really derail your life in a major, major way. So you got to pay attention to that. And you got to have the courage to separate. Does that make sense?
Yep.
I call it a season of separation. Sometimes it's going to take that. Sometimes it's family that you may have to, right? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Now, if you're married, don't do that. You stay. All right? Figure it out. Okay? All right? But I know when I was coming up and my father would tell me, hey, Dave, go get a job. I said, okay, Dad, I'll do it. And then I would go out there and prospect. Because I knew what the end result was. Friends that I had in college, we couldn't hang out anymore. We couldn't talk anymore. I had to eliminate those associations because those associations were not moving me in the direction I wanted to go. I started to associate with people that had the results that I was looking for. You got to take inventory of who's in your life that you need to separate from, but also take inventory of who's not in your life that you need to get even closer to. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And you got to have the humility. This is big. You got to have the humility to say, you know what? I'm going to get close to her. I'm going to get close to him because they have the results. They have the character. They have the value. They have the integrity that I want to connect with. Does that make sense?
Yes.
All right. Now, number 4 is you got to identify who you're going to be working with. This is critical because I've learned that if you help other people accomplish their goals, you automatically accomplish what? Your goals.
Yeah.
So you got to identify who you're going to be working with. Who are you going to serve? You got to develop the willingness to what? Serve. Who am I going to help accomplish their rank? Who am I going to help accomplish their income goal? Who am I going to help pay their bills? You help them pay their bills, your bills disappear. I learned that from Jim Rohn. So you identify who you're going to be working with, who you're going to serve on this journey. And then also you need to identify who you're going to listen to. The voice that you're going to listen to. The voices that you're going to listen to. The coaches, the mentors. The person that is in your business, in your company, that's succeeding, that's winning. You got to make that decision today. I'm going to follow everything they tell me to do. Even if you don't completely understand it, make that decision. See, guys, mentorship is perfect advice from an imperfect individual. That's what mentorship is. Because they've already done what it is that you're looking to do. So they understand. They know the pitfalls. They know the challenges you're going to face. All right? So you've got to be willing to say, okay, I'm going to submit. I'm going to listen to what this coach, this mentor has to say. And not only am I going to just hear them, I'm going to what? Listen. Meaning, I'm going to take what? Action. I'm going to take action on what they tell me to do. Throughout today, you're going to learn from incredible leaders. And they're going to give you action steps. But you've got to make that decision that I am going to what? Listen. Not just hear them today. Everybody can hear, but not everybody listens. Before you leave here today, maybe on the lunch break, I want you to create a plan. I want you to create a plan for the next 90 days. You got to plan your work. What is your plan? How many people are going to find out about your business? How many exposures are going to go on in your business? How many presentations are going to take place in your business? What is the next event that you're planning for right now? That you're building for right now? How many people are you going to have at that event? Over the next 90 days, that's what you want to be focused on as far as the plan of action coming out of this event. What I'm teaching you works in whatever business that you're in. It's not just network marketing. You're going to build your business in 90-day intervals, 90-day blitzes, where you go all out for 90 days. When I first learned this, I went all out for 90 days. I took 3 days off, went all out again for another 90 days. I did that 6 consecutive times. I've never had to do it again. If you do it right one time, you'll never have to do it again. But you got to plan that work, and then you got to work that plan. Number 6, how are you going to reward yourself when you accomplish your goals? How are you going to reward yourself? What are you going to give to yourself for accomplishing that goal? There's got to be something in it at the end. The price that you're about to pay to get to the very top in your business, in your profession, there has to be a price that's paid, but that price has to come with a prize. How are you going to reward yourself? This is critical. Is it a car that you want? How many have a dream car? You can set an income goal and say, hey, when I get to this income goal, I'll be able to purchase that car. See, guys, today you're going to learn how a belief system is created. You're going to learn how a belief system is fortified. You're going to learn how to actually grow your belief system as well. Now, who here has a particular religion or faith? Raise your hand if you have a particular religion or faith. Okay. Sir, what's your name?
Kish.
Kish? Where are you from?
UK, London.
UK, London. Okay. What's your faith?
Hinduism.
Hinduism. Okay. Come on up here. Let's give him a big round of applause. So, how old are you?
27.
27. How long have you had your faith?
Since I was born.
Since you were born. How do you know that that's your faith?
Through my upbringing, through my parents.
Parents. How many of you can agree with me that a lot of times the beliefs that you have were just passed down to you?
Yeah.
So they're not really yours.
Yeah.
You just made them yours. Now I'm talking about something that's universal around the world, which is religion. But it's the same thing with the life that you currently live right now. The house that you live in right now is probably about the same house you grew up in. The car that you drive right now is probably about the same your parents were driving on that price range.
Sheesh.
So you got a decision, right? Now, I'm going to Kish, right? All right, so Kish, his belief system is so strong. Do you know why? He's had it for how long? 27 years. So I'm a Christian. What are my chances of being able to convince him to become a Christian?
0.
Say it. What are the chances?
0.
I'm open-minded.
0. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Because he's had that belief system for how long? 27 years. All his life. Now, how was this belief system created? Now, when you were born, did your parents, talk to you?
Yeah.
And did they, share their faith with you when you were born? Did they, say when you came out, did they say, okay, you're going to be... Did they do that? No. But do you think that while you were around, they talked a lot about that day?
100%.
So you picked up on it without even knowing that you were picking up on it.
100%, yeah.
A belief system is created through the words that you hear, consciously or subconsciously. This is why it's critical you watch who you surround yourself with. Now, if I came to your house, does the religion, Hinduism, does it have some symbols? Does it have some... Okay, what are some of the symbols or artifacts that would let me know that you were of that faith?
Statues, pictures that I have around my house. Yeah.
So you have it in your house right now? Was it in your house when you were growing up?
Yeah.
So if I walked into your home, your parents' home, I would automatically know that they were of Hindu faith.
Correct.
If I walk into your home right now, will I know that you're rich?
Cheers!
Or into your home and say, any other home. See, it's clear, right? I walk into his home, he's got pictures, he's got artifacts, he's got statues that let me know he's what? Hindu. So from birth, all the images that he saw created a belief system. Now, when you would worship, where would you guys go to worship?
Temple.
You go to the temple. And in the temple, what happened in the temple?
It's like singing, worshiping, praying, meditating, all those things.
Interesting. All right. So, do you think worship, prayer, all right, do you think that made an emotional connection to him when he was a baby? What do you think? What music is playing in your house? What music is playing in your car? What audios are you listening to? If I got into your car right now, would I hear Jay-Z or would I hear Jim Rohn? What I'm sharing with you guys is that success is a religion. Because religion is a way of life. That's all it is. Success is a way of life. See, believing in something, do you know what it does? Write this down. This is important. You think it's about money. It's not. Believing saves lives. There are people that are alive today because they believe.
Yes.
There are people that are not with us today because they stopped what?
Believing.
They stopped seeing a future that they desired. They didn't have anybody in their lives that they could look up to and say, man, if I could just get to where she is, if I could just get to where Coach Laura is, if I can just get to where Katrina is, if I can just get to where Gary or Zane, or if I can just get to where Vincent is, if I can just get there. And it kept him going. Does this make sense?
Yeah.
So his belief system of being a Hindu, which is an incredible faith, started with words that were shared with him, consciously, subconsciously. Images that he was around for the last 27 years, to where now, even as a grown man, he still has those same images in his house. And because he went to an event, see, temple is an event. And how often do you guys go to the temple?
At least once a week.
At least once a week. There was an emotional connection that was created every single week. This is why in network marketing we have weekly meetings.
Sheesh.
Are you with me?
Yeah.
So you now understand how a belief system is created. Let's give just a big round of applause. So now you can take that, and if you wrote down on your piece of paper, this is what I want to accomplish. Whether it's a financial goal, whether it's a vacation that you want to take, or whatever it is, it doesn't matter. How do I create a belief system for it? I'm going to create a set of words. I'm going to create a sign. All right? I still do this today. I have signs in my home today. Then I'm going to get images that coincide with the income that I've written down. So if your goal is to earn $1 million, you got to ask yourself, someone who's earning £1 million, what kind of car are they driving? Where do they live? Where do they go shopping? And I'm going to have images that coincide with that income. I'm not going to see the house that I live in. I'm not going to see the car that I drive. But here's the big thing. You now have to be willing to go to those places before you can afford those places. I told leaders, hey, listen, go to the Bentley dealership. Oh, I can't afford it. I know, that's why I'm telling you to go. That's exactly why I'm telling you to go. Because you just opened your mouth and said you can't afford it, that is exactly the reason why you need to go. Today we're going to deal with the self-image. The feeling of not being worth it, not being deserving of it. Because you are deserving of every goal, every dream, every desire that God's placed on the inside of you. You deserve it. If you didn't deserve it, He wouldn't have put that desire in your heart. You just have to break out of the limitations that you have, that you placed on yourself, or maybe someone else has placed on you. Okay. You got to break out of that. And that's what today is going to happen. How many of you believe that? How many of you believe that you're going to break out of that? All right, everybody stand up. Everybody stand up real quick. All right, go slow. Sit back down. DJ, let's get ready. Everybody stand up. Now, this time, when I tell you to stand up, I want you to yell out yes. And when you say yes, I want you to know that you're saying yes to your goals. Everybody sit down. And at the same time, everybody stand up.
Yeah!
Sit down. Stand up.
Yeah!
That was good. Now, before we bring up Coach Laura, I want you guys to pick a partner. Look at someone face to face.
I look at you.
Hopefully they have a breath mint.
I'm telling you.
Face them, guys. Face them. Face them. Turn around and face them.
Face them.
And I want you to tell them, I believe in you.
In you.
Now I want you to look him in the eye. Seriously, look him in the eye. So say, I believe in you. See, Derek is over there about to kiss his fiance. I said, tell her you believe in her. One more time. Look at him and say, I believe in you. You guys, you know, sometimes in life you just need one person to believe in you. You just need one person to believe in you. And 11 years ago, I met this young woman that you're about to hear from. And to see what has happened in her life 11 years later, it's remarkable.